Hey guys, welcome back to another Valheim video. We're going to be going over, I think this is second base and the functionality of the places that we built in this world as opposed to the artistic viewpoint that you've seen previously. It's going to be me and Kaylee for today,
Hi.
and we're going to start with the first base that we created.
Yeah. So what you don't see here is that we actually had a main house previous to this, but then it got transformed into this base basically overnight for Michael. Because he was gone for like 3 consecutive days, and then he came
Yeah.
back to a whole new base. Yeah, we'll just start out here in this kitchen area. Um, Honestly, I didn't really have an issue with this kitchen area. It worked with what I needed. There was a light here, which made it easy to see everything. We did eventually kind of run out of room, right? You can see we started like doubling up. All of our potions were here, which probably wasn't our best thing.
Yeah, I probably could have used some
Yeah.
other storage,
But
but
you could also
that was
see our
like the
finished food is here too.
the growth, because we knew this was going to be like I don't want to call it like a midway house, but like we knew that we were going to be moving somewhere else, so it was like, okay, get it to a level where we needed it to be, but
Mhm.
not to where it just needed to outshine other
Right.
builds.
I mean, it was nice. I feel like it worked. I mean, this definitely kept. This has been like the same the entire time. I mean, even down here, all of this was the same.
Hmm.
Our storage was good. It had plenty of storage here. We had tons of wood and other stuff like that. Main issue that I had with this was that it's really cramped. So trying to make sure that you're on the right one was a little hard. And then you could get the cart through here, but again, it was like a barrel down the stairs type of thing. Um, yeah, I mean, it worked. There was plenty of storage at the time. We had our beds in here, right, and that worked out. The only hard part was that, as you can see, only these two people got to sleep, and not these two because the fires are out. There were, I don't know, how many fires do you think there are, Michael?
In the whole
Just this
place,
one room, just this one downstairs area.
2, 4,
Too fucking many was the
6,
answer.
8,
There's too
10.
fucking many. No, it kept it well lit, but let me tell you that almost all of these fires serve a purpose, which is so super. However, you only need about one lit to serve its purpose, but there was always, somehow two. And do you know how much wood is used for a fire?
You can definitely
Too
see,
fucking many.
like, between the left and the right side. The right side is where I spent my cooking, because I was like three. I think you might be able to fit 4 of these basic cooking racks over a fire station, but I was like 3 is good enough because like the food was getting caught on them. But I
Right.
was like, I'm gonna be mass cooking like when I'm doing it, and I don't want to just sit here
Versus
throwing
me with my
2 over one
peasants.
fire.
Or,
So I was like,
yeah.
I'm
It
definitely gonna be
was
throwing them all over this.
It was hard. It was hard to keep this downstairs area lit. It wasn't too bad when we were all here, but definitely as we expanded, I spent a lot more of my time here because this is just where everything was still set up. So, right, like all of our cooking stuff was here for a really long time. We had forged stuff up. I think we moved it at like silver. I think. No, I would have been iron. I think. Yeah. We had. I don't know. There's an iron chest here. But anyways, yeah. Upstairs to this area was. We had this first downstairs area, and then we had this upstairs area. So we had our leveled up crafting bench on this side, and then a leveled up forge over here. But you can see that's been pillaged and taken away. We had our storage for like where we split all of our stuff here. So sharing is caring. However, uh, you should only get an allotted amount if we were coming back from the Black Forest or back from the swamp. You definitely wanted to split that evenly, and then just making sure as you craft your things to be able to share and not take more than your share. Up here was our kilns. We had kilns sitting up here that would drop down, and then we had. I actually don't think we had a kiln over here, but yeah. I mean, this area worked out. I mean, I feel like we used it to get mass coal production But again, there's lots of fires up here, lots of torches. The resin master himself did not care. It is a very big, vast area, so like the light is definitely needed. So no knock to that. It was a well lit area, but because we do like these vast buildings, the resin. Oh boy, howdy, did the resin go quickly? But
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. I'm trying to remember. I
we had
thought it was like two kilns on one side, and then
yeah, so we had two kilns over there, two kilns over here, and then I think four smelters on this back area right here. You could fit
yeah,
two
okay,
per side. Yeah, so we had
that's
two
right.
kilns over
Because I
there,
was,
kilns here, and then smelters. But yeah, so you can see that our forge area was here. Honestly, these were used mainly for like in the time smelting and then like coal and wood storage, and then you walked your over encumbered ass over here to other storage. I mean, you could see that I started putting like nails and core wood down here, and then I had chains and deer hide and other stuff right here. But again, we moved our level up forage and stuff over here. So why our storage was all still over here, one will never know. But yeah, this all got pillaged when we changed bases, so it's not here now. But I mean, it worked out fine. I think it had plenty of storage. It was nice that both areas were right here, back to back. I just jumped over each time I wanted to do something. I can't actually say that I walked around. I kind of just hopped to and fro to what I needed to do. Hi, Frank. Bye, Frank. But yeah, I mean, I really liked this open concept from Jared. Instead of just doing walls, that it was like an open space. But then again, right, smelters were there. But I mean, it looked really nice. I liked it a lot.
yeah,
Out here was storage for my cultivator and stuff. I farmed a lot in the beginning of this game, um, and honestly the whole time. But um, this was my farm area for the longest time, and this pretty much was my farm area until it got bigger over there, and it was a space that had a lot of trees that Jared clear cut, and I think he needed rock or something. I don't know. He was clearing it for some reason. But then I just turned it all into farming. You can see that I didn't use all of it. It was a big space. And at one point I did, but honestly, towards the end, I didn't need to plant as much just because we had such a big pile of food, anyways, that it didn't really matter. This dock, I think we used probably all of once or twice um, because we definitely didn't sail here more than that. Because we did all the copper on the island. Probably came back with iron, once, and then enough to get stuff set up, and then we like
yeah. I think
left.
that sounds about right. Because then we just ended up using it to take everything that we wanted from here that we couldn't portal to the new place.
Yeah. The only other build here was this portal build. I really liked the design. This was different. It was nice having a new building for portals. It was a great concept from the get go. I liked the double layering. As we became more experienced in our adventuring, let me tell you how inconvenient this place was. There was portals on portals on portals, and it was hard to get anywhere because you'd become over encumbered and whatever else, and then trying to get from here to there or whatever else. It was not as great as it could be, but there was drop chests, which is something that I actively bitch about in every place. That having a drop chest is important at your portals while you're adventuring because you're just trying to get your stuff and go. This place did not have a rested bonus, so you did have to run elsewhere. However, the elsewhere was literally just right here. So it was not that far of a walk at all. You had your, if you did want to come in here and actually sort through your stuff versus just drop it off, or, your meals are here, you had to try and find them, but they were here. And then your highest rested bonus was also in here. So it was a one-stop shop when you did come in here, so that was really nice. That was a change from the last place. But you did have access to just these drop chests if you felt like it. I did like this brewing area over here. I guess this is the last building. I lied. Um, I don't normally brew anything, I guess. I think you did, and Jared did, because I did not. Maybe you just did.
Yeah, I think I might have had like four, and they were decently spaced out. It was nice. It still kept the view and everything. It was great for like starting out and everything. Like,
They were pillaged.
yeah, The one
Yeah.
thing I do wish we would have probably maintained is, um, specifically for the rested bonus, because this doesn't, I forget what they call this. It doesn't spawn, or it doesn't have a very high spawn rate in worlds,
I
but it
still
gives you
think it's
one
seasonal. Is it not?
additional.
I still think it's seasonal. Because what about the
Mm-mm.
Christmas tree?
Because that's stuff that they added for like the seasonal, but this is spawn or like generated in certain seeds, and it just gives you an additional rested bonus. It was really worth keeping around. It was like, for that reason, I almost would have wished that we would have stayed here, because it would have just given us that extra level of rested.
I do. I did. It was. I liked this place. I did. Um, it wasn't getting carts through here was fine. I mean, it is wide enough for carts, so I didn't have an issue with that. You can see that I did have my highway that way, where I clear cut. The Grove was over there, which we use plenty of times. Different
It's so
pathways and
weird seeing
stuff.
it without trees,
I
though.
know, I know, but yeah, it was nice. Um, we ran out of wood. Never used these wood piles for wood, even though we should have. They were all just decorative purposes every time when we ran out. As you can see, stuff spawned in here, which was nice. Kind of irritating to look at. But again, when you are trying to just get like those mushrooms without having to go out, you could just get them every time they're in here, and then eventually you'll have quite a bit. So like that was nice. You'll see dandelions and other wood pop up on the floor, which again, still not my favorite, but it was nice just having. You don't really have to go anywhere for it.
Yeah, random resources
Yeah.
that keep respawning. I was like, oh, I don't have to go foraging for any of this.
Well, I think this is it for this first portion. So we were here for. Michael and I stayed a lot longer than Jared did because Jared was the builder on this map. So he definitely left way earlier than we did to
Yeah,
start
to set
working on that
everything
next
up.
base. But yeah, while we were
Hmm.
still adventuring out and about, um, we helped him with resources and stuff like that. But we mainly just stayed here as we went places and then just like portaled back and forth. Um, what I will say about this portal room, it got a lot of good use because while you'll see in our next space that it is very big and vast, but because it is big and vast, it took time. It took time to get that up. So we actually used this portal room um, for a very long time after
Yeah,
getting
quite a
this next
while.
space
Yeah.
because where the portals are here, it didn't go up, and it was, I think, one of the last buildings to go up. So we had like random portals throughout the base, but so we just used that last. We would just portal through here and then go to the portal room to then portal other places. So that was a little inconvenient, but I
You
mean,
can see a portal over there too. Like, not even all the portals are in
right. So it's still
the
not
portal
all in the
tower.
portal room.